Well, hello. Welcome to another one take video. I'm actually gonna do a bit of a story time. A little bit of why I haven't been posting when I said I was gonna be posting, which trust me, I'm a little frustrated about. But it'll be a little update. The reason I haven't been posting is actually because, like, not clickbait, not exaggerating, a car drove into my living room like 2 days after Thanksgiving. I wish I was kidding. I really do. So this is just gonna be a short story. Honestly, I don't know how much. I mean, it that's what happened. I don't know how much more details I'll be able to give, but yes, everybody is safe. I'll start by saying that. This happened 2 days after Thanksgiving, like I said, so it's been about a month since it happened. It was a long day. I had just gotten the kids from spending Thanksgiving with their dad, and I was running around with them that day, and later that night, I was actually gonna go to a Dungeons and Dragons game because it was our first day of our campaign, and I was super excited because I've never done it before, and I was getting ready to just pick up some things for my house and head over. I had spent the day with the kids. I took them over to their grandma's house so I could go, and then I stopped by the apartment, and when I walked in, how my apartment is laid out is I went in through the side kitchen door, and it's just the little kitchen. You make a turn, there's a dining room, and then the living room. Well, I walked into the kitchen and I saw what looked like cardboard almost, like at first glance in the kitchen, like ripped up cardboard or something like that. And I was really confused. I have a cat, but she's never been one to really tear anything up. So I was like, what in the world? And I just turned the corner, and there is a huge car-sized hole in my living room. You could see straight out through the hole, out to the outside. And I live in Southern California, and it has been an odd winter where it has been snowing a lot and it has been raining a lot. And so it was still like, it was like sleeting at this point. It was like slushy rain, half frozen, half not. And I just what do you do? What do you do when you find a hole in your house? I was just absolutely shocked. And for somebody like me who has anxiety already, it was insane. I had already had a friend that was going to come over, and we were going to carpool over to the D&D game. And so they were already on the way. So I called them up, and I was like, there's a hole. A car went through my house. There's a hole in my living room. Every time I called somebody, they'd be like, wait, I'm sorry, what? And I was like, a literal hole. So it was such a long night. I called the apartment complex. I called the police. They made a whole report on it. It was a hit and run as well. There was no car left. There was no car there. They did leave parts of their car in the parking space. What had happened was there's a, this is all over the place. I apologize. There's like some parking spaces right outside that wall. I live on a corner apartment, so there's a corner that is just, wall, and it has some parking spaces along it. And so what I'm thinking happened is that this person was trying to go in reverse, but they went in and put it in drive instead and just gunned it and went straight through the wall. So when all that happened, it's not, you would think that the apartment complex would be very, very easy to work with during something like this. You would think that they would want to help. It's been a struggle, y'all. It's been like pulling teeth to get anything done. They put me in one of their show units up in the front of the complex, which is on the main street, by the way. I was like, are you serious? A car went through my wall, and so you're gonna put me in a unit that's right on the main road? But it's what they had, so I took it. It took them, they said it was gonna take 2 days to fix the hole. I knew that that probably wasn't going to happen because I saw that they hit a support beam as well. They hit the rain gutter drain, so there was like rain going into my apartment at one point before they fixed it. It was a mess, y'all. It was a mess. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. But it took about, I just got fully back into my unit a couple days ago, and I had told them multiple times I refuse to move back in until there are safety poles, safety guards, railings, something along that wall. I refuse to bring my kids back into a place that I feel, you know, is exposed like that. And let me tell you, the first set of poles they put in were literally this, like they were like this. They were like this. They were silver, tiny little fence posts, honestly. And the poles that hold up like the carport covers were like thicker and bigger than the poles that they decided to put in here, and they thought that it was going to be okay. And so I kind of freaked out. And so then the next day they had a new contractor coming and digging out those poles, and they actually put in the big yellow concrete poles. Thank goodness. You would think, like I said, you would think that this would be common sense, common knowledge, but let me tell you guys, adulting is a lot. It's hard because these people don't know what they're doing. I don't know. That is probably rude to say. I know that they've probably never had a situation like this before. They've told me they've never had a situation like this before, but you know, as a single mom during the holidays, that's another thing. It happened right at the holidays. We just got back into the apartment. It's less than a week till Christmas. My poor kids, I feel so awful that they weren't able to really just relax and enjoy having their house all set up for Christmas. Like I said, we were in the show unit. We had a couple of air mattresses. We had, you know, our basic stuff in there, but it was pretty much an empty apartment. But now, thankfully, I mean, we got, when the car crashed through too, it knocked down my Christmas tree. It came through the wall, knocked my Christmas tree across the room, and knocked my recliner across the room. It was a mess, y'all. It was a complete mess. But that's where I've been. Only me, I swear. I don't, it's crazy. So hopefully now, maybe even after the holidays, since they're so close, we can get a little bit more on a filming schedule. The kids and I and Auntie Cheryl went and saw Frozen on Broadway. We saw Frozen 2. I really want to get the kids to make a little review video about that whenever they can, whenever we settle in. But yeah, I promise, I really have every intention on keeping this channel up. Man, a car, who would have thought a car would go through your house? I'm sorry, I'm still in shock. And like I had touched on a little bit, there's no secret that I have anxiety. It's something I'm pretty open with in my everyday life. And the type of anxiety that I suffer with is I really, I like to I'm a homebody. I go and I stay in my house, and I don't really like to go out. So it really shook me a lot to see that like my safe space that I have always considered like my safe space at home was just invaded like that. So that has been that's been a struggle all in itself, just, you know, overcoming that. If anything, I'm trying to use this as much of a positive as possible, and maybe just telling my mind, like, look, bad things happen. It doesn't matter where you are. Bad things can happen, so you might as well just go out and enjoy your life, live your life. Because you never know. You can't control what you can't control. And I think that's the biggest thing with my anxiety is I like to be in control of everything. And this truly, truly showed me that, you know what? As much as you like to try to keep in control of everything in your life, there is just some things that you can't control. and you've just got to go out and live your life and do the best you can. And that's what I'm trying to take from it. That's hopefully. So, as I said, I'm really trying to get back on this. I really, really do want to get this channel up and running. But yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. Follow along if you want any more crazy stories, 'cause I'm sure I'm a black cloud sometimes, guys. But I'm determined. 2020 is going to be my year. It's going to be the kids' year. It's going to be the year to shine, rock and roll. I'm ready. Okay. Till next time, guys. Hopefully it will be a more lighthearted video than this. I will talk to you soon.